is, we're going to give you another name, and that's horrible.
Yep.
We're the only culture that happened to. Everybody else speaks their native language and all of that, and we were. It was against the law for us, or they would cut off our tongue. It's horrible.
They gave you Toby.
Sometimes you just need that levity, though, right?
Yeah.
Where they balance each other out.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, here's the yin and the yang right here.
Wow.
The thing is that when this is why we have a little pamphlet that says words are seeds and seeds are deeds.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're growing up and waking up, you're in an environment that plants those seeds into a child. This is what you do, and this is who you are, blah, 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 blah. We build. You have others say, well, how can you just grow up and hate somebody you don't even know? And be willing to kill somebody with a smile on your face. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, we don't take the time to think about that. But that's the reality that we have.
Right.
And some of those things need to be dealt with. What is history? What is it? Why isn't it told? No, we don't need to talk about that. Let me fire you people. Like they're firing people in the military.
Is it firing? I want to make sure I understand.
Kicking them out.
Oh, firing. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
kicking them out.
Yeah, I just said firing.
If they're African descent, they have to go out.
No. It was only African. It wasn't only African in descent. It was also females.
Right.
What they're doing is they're saying anybody, even if you weren't hired by DEI, they're saying everybody of color and any officers, generals, corporals, all that kind of stuff.
Who is certain?
Pete Hegseth. As long as you're not going over there to die.
Right. Right.
They fired the chaplain.
What?
They fired the chaplain.
The chaplain.
Wow.
They gonna fire the chaplain.
They said he wasn't praying right or something.
And that's the,
So
that's
it
the,
was
That's in the
African
military,
Americans
they just
and
did
the
that?
females.
that's about the truth.
Oh, you said in the military they just did that?
Yeah.
You
Doing
said in
that
the
now.
military they just did that?
They're working on it. It's a
Well,
thing that they're doing.
Oh, they're trying.
No, they're not trying.
They're
They
doing
are
it.
doing
They're
it.
doing
He's
it.
already taken care of all of the
Well, he calls
upper
himself
echelon
the
of the
Secretary of War.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of the generals, the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. If they're up for promotion, if they're there already, he's getting rid of them.
But
So
it started with Elon Musk last year with
right with that saw,
Yeah.
with the saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they interviewed the kids involved, and they didn't understand anything at all about what DEI was or anything like that. They just saw the word, and they were told get rid of anybody involved with it.
Right. And then the kids that he had working for Doge, they asked him, how did you find out who was DEI and who wasn't, right?
Right.
And they said they Googled it and looked at everybody that, all the DEI programs, and even if you weren't hired by DEI, if you were African American or a female that got hired at that time,
Got it. So they're trying to make it seem like
They used AI.
Yeah.
Is what they did.
they used AI and Google to. So it was just a ridiculous thing that they've done.
It is.
And it is, and it's continuing.
But let's go ahead and get started.
yeah.
We'll start
Well,
talking about
Yvonne, you
lighter
ready?
stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So thank you everybody for coming. My name is Olga Smith. I am the owner and founder of Reflections Bookstore. And we have with us today O.G. Blackston and Warren Foster Sr. And they're gonna present to us their book, Queen Khalifa and the Empire of She. So before we get started with some questions, I'm gonna just open it up to them to give us a little bit of a bio about themselves and anything else that they would like to share with everybody.
Hello, my name is Warren Foster. I'm a television producer and a script writer and book writer, author. And I want to thank you for coming today and checking us out. And I would like to begin this with a proverb, an African proverb. And it's, if you want to know the end, look at the beginning.
Hello, I'm Baba Oji Samuel Blackston, and Baba means elder. So I know you think I'm a youngster, but I'm 81 years old. And I have lived the life and shared information. And the everyday is the search for what is the truth. Because there's three things: the right, the wrong, and the truth. And that's the way the deal is. We want to know what is right and what is wrong. And no other people, no other culture have suffered the way we as a people have. It's all about words are seeds and seeds are deeds. As you grow people up and you give them the positive energies, teach them what they need to learn, what they need to do, how they need to share. And you have love. And I always define love to everybody. What is the simplicity of life? It's love. What is love? To be able to smile at somebody and they smile back at you. That's it. That's the simplicity of love. Not only that, no matter what language you speak in the whole world, if you smile at somebody, they will smile back at you. And so that's an urge that we need to plant those seeds in people, because you're given information. I don't know if I should share this or not, about an event that I had dealing with a European American. When I was in the military, I was in the Marine Corps, and I was stationed right over here at Hunters Point. My ship was being rebuilt. So we decided to go and have some beers at the club, which is the lower place in the barracks. We went in there. He said, "Yeah, man, let's go. I said, okay. We went in there and started drinking. All of a sudden, 2 beers later, "Oh man, I'm bored. I'm so bored." I said, "Well, let's have a little competition." "All right, what you want to do?" I said, "Let's buy our beers, drink our beers, and put our cans on top of each other and see who can reach the ceiling first." All right. So we got to drinking. 5 beers later. I said, "Man, what the hell is wrong with you?" He said, "I just realized that you're human." I said, "What?" He said, "I just realized that you're human." I said, "Okay." He said he's from Texas. Him and his friends used to get in a pickup truck on Saturday nights and drive down on a colored beach and shoot people for the fun of it. He just realized that he was shooting human beings. So that knowledge is planted into their brains and they're growing up. And when the realization comes, it tears them up on the inside. So I was able to witness this. So I know what I'm talking about is the truth. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That was a very powerful story. And I really, that resonates with me a lot, just recognizing the humanity of one another, how important that is.
Yes.
And one thing that I found in addition to that is that oftentimes when you can't recognize the humanity in somebody else, it's often because there's a part of your own humanity that you're missing. That was a very powerful story. With that, we'll head into, so why we're all here today is for the book Queen Khalifa and the Empire of She, which is a beautiful cover. Do one of you want to give us a synopsis of the story?
Yeah, Queen Khalifa is a story about a beautiful African queen that they named California after. And just like Oji was just talking about the story about they forgot the humanity of people. That was one of the reasons that they have done to African Americans, Native Americans, and everybody who's they're trying to dominate or oppress. They first feed the media with hatred for these people. And then they're able to do whatever they can because everybody has that less of humanity of these people. So that's what this Queen Khalifa story is about. Queen Khalifa, like I said, is how California got its name. And then they erased the history of Queen Khalifa so that nobody would know. And that's what the Queen Khalifa book is about. And it's about her choice to come here. She came from Mali, and she came here, her and her father, Abu Bakari II, and they came here to build and to have a home also over here. And they did that, and that's what this story is about. And it's a pretty good book, so please come. And if you would like to see more about it, just go to queenkhalifa.com and you'll know more.
Perfect. So that brings me to our first question. So as co-authors, how did you two divide the work of the research, drafting, and revising, especially when you may have had different visions of the history or the what-if elements of the story?
Well, the what if element is very important. I think, what if I do this? What if I search and look, can I find somebody who has already had this experience and have written about it? Where can I find the answers to the question? What is this and what if? Maureen and I, our relationship has been like partners for a long time. I mean, this is the best friend I have in life. And no matter what we do, we grow. And that's the joy of life, is to have a friend that you could just build whatever you need to build together. And so in the process of writing this story, Warren called me. He told me that he had found this information and it was a queen. I said, well, what's the queen's name? He said, Queen Khalifa. I said, okay, Queen Khalifa, all right. This was in 2022. He was talking about it, we got involved, we started looking, started doing the research. Then we got to search it. It was a search. It was like, I mean, look here. It's not like you're hunting Easter eggs. This is different. We want to know what the truth is. You know, not the right, not the wrong. We want to know what the truth is. And so the seek of that, going to anthropologists had already written things. They found things, looking at this and looking at that. The object that we have over there, the Brazilian tablet, that's Malian writing that was found back in Mali, in Brazil. And so it has Malian writing on it. There it is. Malian writing on it. And what is that? Why is that there? The Malians came here in 1311. 1311. Now, Columbus ain't been here yet. But they came here in 1311 to share this information, and then they found this. And this is actually something that was supposed to go to a tomb of somebody who passed away. And so the writing on there is Malian. The helmet up there, the headpiece is like a crown, so that must have been somebody that was in charge, and the writing below. And the bottom part is like a warrior outfit. And so the knowledge is part of our searching. What is this? Oh, it's connected. So when we ask about it, start talking, listen to the story, they talk about Abu Bakr II, Mansa Abu Bakr II. I said, oh yeah, let's find that. You ever heard of Mansa Musa?
Of course.
Mansa Musa was the richest man that ever lived. But do they tell you about his older brother, Abu Bakr II, who left Mali and told him in 1311, if I don't come back here, you'll be able to take over in 1312. And the history shows that he became the emperor, or the Mansa, in 1312. So the information that we were finding, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's this. Ooh, it builds you up to want to see more. It's like, let me move that dirt out the way so I can find the gold, you know? And that's the whole impression of doing this kind of work. And there's no answer to it until you get to a point of it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of you. And you seek more, want more. Let's write the script. All right, we got down, start writing the script. 95 pages later, we say, hold it. Let's write the book. And so we went back again and start writing the book. 4 years later, we got the book done. We got it done. And it's amazing when I share this with people and they say, oh yeah, I like it. I just like looking at it. I said, but you know, also in the back we have a glossary. In the back, the glossary tells you about what the words and the Malian terminology that's in the book, what it tells you about. And so the seeking and the knowledge and the what if is to find it. Once you find it, it's just like you just build up so much. And that's what we've been doing. We haven't been going together. We've been on the computers. And sometimes we work till 5 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't a 9 to 5. It would work till 5 o'clock in the morning. We would say, man, we got to go to bed. We got to go sleep. So
yeah, and when he's saying on the computer, he was talking about, we had a program called Final Draft.
Yes.
And Final Draft has a program in there where you can write and see each other and do what you need to do. And that's how we were working together on this project for such a long time. And at this time, I'd like to show you a little clip, minute and 49 seconds of
I was thinking we would do that at the end.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to do it now?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Since he was there, but we'll
Oh,
do it.
okay.
We'll do it
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah, because like
That'll be the
last
highlight.
question. Yeah, my last question is a good segue into the video.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah. So speculative fiction is sometimes described as any story that asks the what if and deliberately departs from reality. Where do you see your book on the spectrum between realistic historical fiction and more speculative storytelling?
Okay, well, what we were doing, OG told you how we worked on it, and this was way before AI. And what had happened is that we said, wow, this is a great story, it's happening. And then we've tried to search this kind of stuff in Google and all this kind of stuff, and everybody was telling myths and falsehoods about Queen Khalifa. And once they put that in artificial intelligence, it's going to say that every time you look in AI. That's one of the things that we need to get out and get our history told, because artificial intelligence is being fed by the people who feed it. And if you don't feed the correct information in there, then our information will be lost forever. This goes for Native Americans, Latino Americans, everybody who's minority who haven't told their story. Their story will be lost, and it will not be, AI won't tell you the story. So anyway, it's very important that we get our stories out at this time.
Yeah.
And as far as speculation and all this kind of stuff, I would put ours on a level 3, because all our story in this book is factual and it's been researched deeply. And we read very many books in anthropology, linguistics, and all the facts, and we put all this together. And then we didn't want it to be a documentary. Our final thing is to have a movie. So we didn't want it to be a documentary that was just talking about facts and all this kind of stuff. We wanted it to be a family movie. And at this time, we saw Black Panther and all this kind of stuff. We said, we want our movie to be similar to this. So we said, okay, we're going to take our facts, we're going to make a movie, and this is what it's going to be. And that's how we came up with a little bit of story that we did tell that we don't know the truth about. It's but it would be a 3. So our truths outweigh the fantasy part.
Perfect. So some critics argue that even historical fiction is a kind of speculation because we can never completely know the past. How do you think about the idea when bringing this empire and its people to life?
Well, bringing these people and our people and all the people who've been oppressed to life is one of the glories of me and OG's life. This is what we like to do, is find out the truth of our people and put this truth open so everybody can see what really the truth is, because it has been biased by not only by the anthropologists who are European anthropologists and all this kind of stuff. We found that most of the stuff that we were taught in school is lies, are lies. For instance, like Columbus. Columbus never set foot in the Americas. The furthest he got was the Caribbean islands. And we had holidays for this person. So, like I said, it is up to us. And thank you so much for having a bookstore that we can do this in. And tell the truth of our people and lift our people up and tell them the truth about what happened here in the Americas.
Yeah. Well, I love that. I love that you say the way you answered that question, because the reality is that is the foundation of Reflections Bookstore. Even in my mission, it says finding authentic people telling authentic stories, right? I want people to write for their own communities. I specifically research every author who's on my shelf and make sure that, you know, we're telling the stories that belong to us that often get hidden or lost. Right?
Amazing, thank you.
So I really appreciate you're really in line with our mission. So question number 4, what was the most surprising or inspiring piece of research you discovered about the Mali Empire while working on this story?
Well, in the search, always the truth comes up sometimes away.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we found about, I don't know if people know about it, you ever heard about the mystery walls? It goes from Berkeley to San Jose. They call it the mystery walls. What is a mystery wall? What does that mean? Somebody had to put those stones up there and make them what they are, a fence, a wall. So it's finding those areas. We found her name. We looked in the books and they showed pictures of her. There was paintings in a cave. Some symbols of California have an African American in there. And you're looking above the name, it says Queen Khalifa. And people walking along the beach and on that seal, they're all African people as well. And so when you just take something, well, I don't want that no more, I'm gonna change it. You're just gonna do what you need to do to make sure that your word gets out there instead of people who are doing the truth. And I think that's one of the problems that we have in life, is the truth doesn't come up to us, we have to seek it. Seek it. And the more we seek it, the easier it becomes, and the joy becomes it. And so that's one of the things. And I found a picture of her painted in a hotel in San Francisco. There's a picture of her painted in a hotel. And so what is this story? If we can't find it, if we can't depend on somebody else to write the story, then that means that we have to get the job done. And so that's what it was for us. Once the joy came in it, once I got to doing it and the things started happening, let's keep working, man. Let's go. And we on the phone and working and just, so it never stopped. It never stopped. And it's still something, it's exciting to see. Oh, wow. And life is beautiful when you get to do that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I'd like to finish that story on the walls. What we found is that the Khalifians built those walls that they don't want to tell you who built the walls. And Queen Khalifa and her father, Abu Bakari, landed here in the Bay Area, and they're a part of the earth here in the Bay Area. And that's why California, and especially the Bay Area, has been such a place where there's rebels. Berkeley used to be the rebel place. And whenever you wanted to hear the different language of the United States, just go to Berkeley and they'll tell you what the truth is, or they'll tell you, oh, we don't want to be fighting in Vietnam and all this kind of stuff. But back in the day, it was a place, a hotbed of information, of rebelism here in the Bay Area. And it comes from the spirit of the Khalifians that are right here in the Bay Area. And we intend to bring that up to so everybody can see it.
Yeah,
And then they also had a ride in Disneyland, a Queen Khalifa ride in Disneyland.
Right.
And all of this stuff is just like erased unless you seek it and look for it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Can we ask,
Yeah.
Oh. So how much, I know you and I talked about it a little bit, but how much did They Came Before Columbus by Sertima and the book written about Queen Khalifa in 1510, how much did those books inspire you, or how much info did you get from those books?
Well, Columbus came in 1492.
Right.
That's 180 some odd years later.
Right.
And not only that, they don't tell you about, in his diary, he wrote about the spears. The spears of the Malians was made from silver, copper, and gold. And the warriors liked the way it smelled. And he found he didn't ever leave off his ship.
Right.
They say he stayed on the ship and would send people off to do things. So one of his people that he sent off brought those spears back. He sent them back to Spain to have an analysis done on them. And so that's what they were.
Was it the Nino brothers, right? Pedro and Alfonso Nino?
Yeah.
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 on Columbus ship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So the truth can, if you start looking at the pieces, they said this is, it's like the fun of a picture is when you put the puzzles together. You don't see the picture until you put all the pieces together. And then you see the picture, go, oh yeah. And that's the accomplishment of the history in writing this book. We put the pieces together to make it what it's real.
A lot of people don't believe about the Negro brothers. You know, they think that they were, European.
Right.
I just got in an argument with the guy.
Spaniards.
Yeah, and I sent him. He sent me a picture that they, the typical picture they have. And I sent him 4 pictures of what a Pedro and Alfonso Negro looked like, and he couldn't believe it. He said, "Hey man, you're an idiot." I said, "No, this is special."
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's the problem with people when they're raised up with those seeds are planted in their heads and stuff. They believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the, I wanted to answer your question directly. We had 5 or 6 anthropologists, linguistic, and information on facts that came mostly. There were maybe 2 or 3 European anthropologists, and that's how I got the seed of the story. Was from Hord. Well, he wrote the book Kon-Tiki.
Right.
And Kon-Tiki dispels all the history that the Europeans have made about how the United States and South America were originated.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got my book. I read that when I was in high school.
Okay.
And that's how I got my story, that I knew that the story here in the Americas was not correct. And then there's like 5 or 6 other anthropology books that me and OG went through page by page, DNA, history, and written words, and orally.
Right.
Africans and a lot of people from Africa, they tell stories through a jali, which is orally. So you have to go back through generations of time. Oral history is the way they call it. And that's how we found out the truth and what was going on in the Queen Khalifa story.
Yeah, that terminology that he used, the jali, they used to call them the griot. They call them the griot, right?
Right, yes.
But when we were doing that, we found that the griot was not an African name or African word. It was a jali. And then we found that it would change their story. All right.
Yeah.
Going to where
Yeah, because the griot is a French word. So how are you going to talk about the original continent of all people? You don't want to go and hear what the French say about Africa. Go to Africans and find out what the real truth is. And the real truth is that it's jali, not griot. But everybody uses griot. But thank you so much for that, OG, for
you brought it up. That's great.
But there's a lot of truths that we know, and when you find out the truth, then you think everybody knows, but no, nobody knows, but you, because you did all the research for it.
And when you tell them, they just don't want to believe it.
Right.
So the book invites us into a rich world of power, wealth, and empire. What were the most important elements of the world you wanted readers to feel on the page first? Sounds, smells, architectures, rituals?
Well, the thing is that as we go through it, I mean, there's a lot of things that we have seen and a lot of things that we want to continue to see. Who are we? That tells our story, because how can you say that you're less than human? How can you accept that? Oh, I'm first class, middle class, lower class. It's a divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. It's not the first time. If you go back and look at it, you got white, you got yellow, Asians, you got red, you got brown, and you got black. That's divide and conquer. So then I'm going to tell you this story because we actually were the first humans. You got to go back and look at that and see it. Who are we? And it raises you up to a point where you're saying, yes, I am somebody. I am a me. And you get to love yourself, get to love what you're doing, and it takes you to another whole level of discovery. I mean, it's unbelievable to realize that sometimes you got a name and you're wearing a name that belongs to somebody else. And they consider themselves owning you because you still have my name or our name. And so we have to change that. And so the discovery of all of this, the work that we put into this, has been an unlimited amount of discovery. That's it.
Yeah, and what I would like to say about that is that all these things that are built on racism are nothing but traits. All humans have all kinds of different traits. My family is very diverse. I have a person from every part of the country in my family.
Yep.
And you can see the traits in my family and OG's family and probably in everybody's family. Some of our family members have slanted eyes like Asians. Some of our family members look European, and so on and so forth. And all these are just traits, but we're all human.
Yes.
And that is the only sad thing that has grown up in this world right now, is that instead of looking at people as humans, they're looking at certain traits
Yes.
and putting hatred on traits like
Yeah.
the color of your skin.
Right.
And
Right.
that's wrong, and that's one of the things we want to try to create and change people's ideas on also. But it's just a big thing that we need to fix.
That
Yeah.
less than human thing is
Yeah, well,
heavy
it's all built on traits
Yeah.
and different traits of people.
So that's why the story of Queen Khalifa is so important, because it's taking you back to that self-love, that remembrance of who you
Exactly.
truly were, the power that you
Right.
held, and the creation that she was able to, develop here.
Right, in the Bay Area,
But
right.
they didn't come to take the place.
No.
They came to share the knowledge that they had.
Yeah.
They didn't come to take it. This is ours. We're gonna kill you all off and take us all. That's heavy duty when you think about that. Why is it? How can you kill somebody and becomes a smile on your face? I mean, you think about that. Oh, we had to hang him up in a tree, and that's horrible. The history here is horrible, and how come we can't hear that? It's just moving me to a point that it's, heavy duty.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yes.
And it saddens me to a point of knowing this, that I have lived in a situation where somebody gave me a name. Oh yeah, you, and we couldn't speak our own language. But now, when I went to Africa and I was given a name there, they just told me you were born on a Monday, so your name is Kojo. So that made the difference. That made me feel real good. And now I got, and so it's that search for self. And we're people. We're human.
Yeah.
And we're here on this land. This earth belongs to everybody. No one owns it. We just belong here. And as long as we can take care of it, we don't have to be the ones that say, this is my planet. And we have to take care of it, not for our children, but for our great-grandchildren. That way that they'll be able to have it, because that's how we got it, because our great-great-grandparents prepared it for us. And that's why we're still here. But when we lose that, let's do this, and let's burn stuff up, and let's create this, and let's run some airplanes and do this, and spray all you people. You don't know. Have you ever looked up in the air and seen long streaks of and wonder what it is? You don't know. You don't know. So we don't know what the future might be for us right now. But we got to go with Queen Khalifa. We know her.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. So we're going to get ready to watch right now. So if readers could step into one scene from the book and stand there as invisible observers, which moment would you choose? And I want each of you to answer this. Would you choose for them?
Well, one of the best scenes that I want everyone to see is, as OG said earlier, that Abu Bakari was the king of Mali at this time in 1310 and before that. And then he gave it to the richest man in the world that is known now as Mansa Musa. I want everybody to step into Mali and see this wealth. They owned gold mines in Mali and salt and all kinds of things which were the riches, and the spice trail went right through there. And it was the kingdom that also spurred the first university in Timbuktu. And so
In the world.
Yeah, in the world. So it was a place of knowledge, a place of honor, and a place of education. All the Europeans went there to get educated.
Yes.
In Timbuktu. So I would like everyone, as a person of our audience, to go and step into Mali and see this great kingdom that was there at this time. And then witness all the smells and the foods. And our book is full of being there. So you will be able to smell and feel and see the beauty of the kingdom back then.
I love that. Do you have a particular scene that you would like to share with us?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's do
and
it.
I would like to say that out of the book.
Okay.
The event that happened was we wanted to take and complete and connect modern times with the past. And in order to do that, we did the field trip. And so they went into the cave, and when they got in the cave, people in the back in study groups, and the teacher said, when you go in this cave, you look at the artwork, and you're going to write your essay, you need to do a good job, okay? And the groups, how we have study groups. The group of girls were in the back group, were in a study group, and they decided, instead of going around the right-hand side of the cave like everybody else, they went around the left-hand side of the cave. And when they went there, they saw this art, and they started this. And this is what happened to them. Kanisha was one of in the group, and she wanted to go down this path with everybody was down to the river, and they were touching this water that was beautiful, cold water in the river. And she was saying, I can't walk down here because this is loose stones, and I need some help. So just pull me down a little, she pleaded. Sochi chuckled, grasped Kanisha's hand, and gently helped to navigate the rugged path. Soon Kanisha was kneeling beside Sochi, and her initial fear replaced with wonder as she dipped her hands into the cold water. Nilo watched her friends, their laughter echoing against the backdrops of the babbling river. A warm smile touched her lips, and she inhaled the crisp evening air and the scent of the damp earth and the decent cooking fires filling her senses. But just as she was about to join them, a flicker of movement in the marketplace caught her eye. A group of women, their figures draped in fabric that were vibrant fabrics, and they walked a quiet confidence, and it drew her attention. She said, why are these women walking like this? The women carried loaded gourds, bowls balanced carefully on the top of their heads. Fascinated by their strength and purpose, Nilo turned her attention towards Mamadou, who was now sitting with his legs crossed on the rocky path leading down to the river. Mamadou, where are those women going? Nilo asked her with curiosity. Mamadou, with a stare fixed on the flowing river, replied without looking up. They are most likely returning from the fields, Nakulu. Their work is a vital part of the livelihood in our region. They plant, harvest, and tend to crop such millets and sorghums and vegetables that nourish our people. Are women farmers here? Nilo pressed, surprised by the revelation. In her own world, farming typically was considered men's work. A smile tugged on the corner of Mamadou's lips. Indeed they are, he chuckled. Women in Mali have always played the crucial role in society, not just in the home, but in the fields and in the marketplaces. Their resilience and strength are backbones of our community. The village is what it is. Nilo, mind raced with questions, but what about leadership? She inquired. Mamadou smiled and widened his lip as his eyes twinkled with pride. That's a very story that we're about to tell you. the story that exemplifies the very spirit you see in these women returning from the fields. You see, he began, his voice taking on a captivity and peace. During the reign of the great Mansa Abu Bakr, his daughter Safa was known as a woman of exceptional intelligence and firm courage. She was not content to simply sit behind the palace walls. Nilo leaned closer and captivated Mahmud's narrative. Safa, Mahmud continued, studied the art of warfare, strategy, diplomacy, along with her brother. Her thirst for knowledge was unmatched, and her safe ship mind of far surpassed. Many in court advisors didn't know what she was talking about. When the rebellion threatened the very foundation of the empire, it was Safa, not her brothers, who devised a cunning plan to save the day. Her brilliance, her bravery, her earned her the respect of her people and the admirations of her father. Taking a deep breath, Mahmud paused for the effects. And so, when Mansa Abu Bakr turned to the end of his reign, he defied the tradition and chose Safa, his daughter, as his successor. She ascended the throne not as a princess, but as Queen Khalifa, and the first female ruler of Mali Empire, and a path of strength and leadership that resides within the hearts of the Malian women.
That is powerful. Oof. I
So,
just want to sit with that for a second.
and you think about that nowadays. They want to reduce women out. Women's supposed to stay at home, have babies, and cook food. They're not supposed to work, not supposed to do what, you know? And this is not new. This was the law at one time in this country, that women couldn't do that. They couldn't buy property. They couldn't do this. They couldn't do that. But when you look back at those people who were successful, because they did do it. They did buy, you know? And we see those stories coming to life now.
Yeah. Strong women.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about, is you're all queens. And please step into your royalty, step into your power.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't let a man dim your light. And that's what me and OG are trying to push out here, is that you guys are, you know, we were all raised. I wish you would all know my mother. She was a queen, and she was a powerful queen. He knows.
Yeah, I know too. She was a beautiful lady.
Yeah, and I just want to, this book is in honor of all the queens that have raised us and the ones that we've had the pleasure of working with and stuff. Yeah, power to the women, power to the women.
Yes.
You ready for the visual?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. I think it's pull.
Come on in.
It's pull. Yeah. You're just in time. We're going to watch a clip. You want to come check it out? Look at this. Here, you go ahead and have a seat. Yeah. There you go, buds.
Some questions don't fade with time. They wait, buried in your blood.
Well, look, can we... Let's see. Yeah, come
In her pursuit for the truth, she will uncover a history that was never meant to be found. To find the truth, she must embrace the legacy, and her journey will change her life forever.
Right? I definitely watch it, so you better hurry up.
Yeah, and yeah, this is how it all began, was getting ready for the movie, and that's what we're in the process right now, is getting the movie funded and getting ready to go ahead and make that movie. One of our great partners is busy right now, so in August we'll get ready to kick in butt, and we'll probably have it out by 2027.
Nice.
The Queen Khalifa movie.
That's the book right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Should I
sir.
do sign it?
Yes, yes.
Let me have one.
Okay.
You want a paperback, or do you want a soft cover, or you want a hardback?
Soft is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
And
grab
we'll
you.
sign it for you.
I'll grab the
sign it for
marker
you.
real quick.
It's signed already, we just want to add your name on it.
Right.
You want your name in it?
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Will a black Sharpie work?
Sure, sure.
Just,
Yeah,
What
we
was
already
that?
signed it.
oh, you already signed it? Do you want to put his name in it?
Sure.
Okay. Like the two?
If you
like
want
two
to
who?
use the pen, the ballpoints over there, if you want to use it.
Okay. Yeah, this will sync up through the
Okay.
papers probably.
Ballpoints right there.
Where? This one?
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
There you go.
And what's your name?
Okay. Take it right here.
Okay.
Fabian.
Fabian.
All right. Pleased to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Baba Oji. On the bottom of the.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's pretty. I say Baba because that's elder.
Right. Barbara.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know, but I'm 81.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you look young.
All right, there you go.
Thank you so much, Fabian.
Appreciate it.
Oh, that's her pick.
That's, you can put it on here.
And please read it to the boys.
Grandsons.
Yeah, your grandsons. And thank you for coming down. This is a perfect place for your grandsons, because we were talking about this earlier, that reading is becoming a thing of the past for a lot of people, and they're doing it. But we need to keep our young people.
Keep the mind going.
Yes, yes. And reading is not just something that we can delete from our minds. We need to keep everybody reading, because a lot of truth is in reading and not in the media.
I want to say, well, we're taking a road trip instead of doing this.
There you go, there you go, there you go. And the first thing I want to do is I want to congratulate Olga on her bookstore, and I want you all to give her some applause. And thank you so much.
We still got one more thing coming. So
Okay, and this is Reflections.
my daughter is serving right now. We're going to make a toast for OG and Warren for the book and for just being here in community with us. We just want to welcome everybody and are so thankful for everybody who showed up.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Let me. Do you want to do it right now? We can
Yeah.
wait too. Let's have it's
have
apple
some
cider.
apple juice.
Yeah, it's going to be apple juice. It's not champagne. It's what do they call that? The sparkling apple cider. Yeah. So it's
That's
a
a
good
book of
fake
Proverbs.
endeavor.
And I want to thank all of you streaming with us. Thank you for viewing us. I have a lot of family streaming from all over the world. And we love you. Thank you. Continue to support us. We will continue to support you. And stay healthy. And buckle down for this
Yeah.
stressful time that our
That's
country is going
my
through right
best
now.
friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we need to keep aware of what's happening, being
They are. But go ahead.
ready to deal with whatever the situation comes. Because it's going to come one way or another, and we have to make sure
I'm going to take one
that
to the camera person.
the truth is not what's
Will you make the
being
toast?
hidden. Because we're I don't know. How can you have a war? Ooh. Ooh.
This apple
Yes.
juice?
Yeah, it's apple cider.
It's actually cranberry apple.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait. We're going to do it all together.
My name is May. I'm Benjamin's mom.
I'm Olga. I'm Lily's Olga.
Olga.
Yeah, I'm Lily's grandma.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I need one, Sarah. I gave.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah, it was lovely. We just got to see a little clip. So they wrote this book about Queen Khalifa, and they're trying
And
to.
Miss Alexander
They're
over.
going to be
She's back
trying
there.
to go into production for a movie.
Oh,
so
she's got one. She's
they
got
did,
one. Oh,
we did an
oh.
author
Devon's
reading,
got one
and
too.
we
Good
answered
job.
questions, and then they showed us a little clip of what it would look like. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And then one for your mother, please.
Yes, please. Oh, sorry. We need 3 more, baby. Do we have 3 more?
Would you just take Lily's and you do the toast?
Oh, sweetheart, let's go slow.
And
Let's
thank
do
you
it
for my
everybody.
family. Thank you for
talk.
everyone that
We know
supports us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to be able to share this information. And we have one thing, leave you with a message. Tell a friend.
And then one of my good friends, his wife, his book is coming too. We
And
would
then
like to
we'll come out for you, too.
preload you on that. Her book
Please.
is coming out in
Please.
August, I think she said.
Okay, I'll do it then.
June 1st. And she'll be opening her book in June 1st, so we want to get you ready for that. Right?
All right, guys. So here we go. The official toast. Everybody, it's apple juice. It's sparkling apple juice.
Come on over here, Sarah.
So now that everybody has a drink, let's all lift our glasses and just say a warm, heartfelt, congratulations. Well, you know, it's like, it's so much more to me than just that, because it just really, you guys are the epitome of who I envisioned bringing into this space. And I'm so grateful that you have come to do this reading, to share Queen Khalifa with us. And I'm just really overwhelmed with joy and gratitude inside, and just sitting with all the love that you guys bring with you.
Thank you so much. Thank
Salud.
you so much, Olga. Salud. Salud.
This is
tastes
good.
good.
Right?
Good job, Sarah.
This matches.
It does.
It's a good year. It's a good year.
It's the 2026 version.
It matches.
Yeah.
Martinelli 2026.
And I also want to put a plug in for Devon Alexander. And he's the one that's streaming this. Thank you so much, Devon.
Yes.
Good job.
Yes.
And his mother is also here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And
Wonderful woman.
and please
Enjoy
go
the
to
conversation.
queenkhalifa.com. That's QueenKhalifa, queenkhalifa.com. And purchase your book and find more information out about this. And you'll be able to see that video also on queenkhalifa.com. Thank you
Share
so
it.
much. And
Share
Cheers.
and again, come to Reflections Bookstore.
Yes.
This is the best bookstore in Contra Costa County and probably in the Bay Area for children's books. We're trying to continue to keep children reading books. Please don't let them fall into this digital hole of life. Get them learning with words and books and keeping their knowledge strong. Thank you.
Good job, Mark. Excellent.
We'll go ahead and take the glasses.
Some questions don't fade with time. They wait, buried in your blood. In her pursuit for the truth, she will uncover a history that was never meant to be found. To find the truth, she must embrace the legacy, and her journey will change her life forever. Some questions don't fade with time. They wait, buried in your blood. In her pursuit for the truth, she will uncover a history that was never meant to be found. To find the truth, she must embrace the legacy, and her journey will change her life forever.